Have you ever looked in the mirror and didn't recognize who you were anymore? You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just stuck. But not for long. Because today, we rebuild. This is not just another motivational video. This is the moment your life turns. This is the permission you've been waiting for. To start again. To rise stronger. To remember your power. Have you ever stood in the middle of your room, surrounded by everything you thought would make you happy, and still felt empty? You ever looked at your reflection and wondered, where did I go? Life has a strange way of numbing us, of keeping us so busy that we don't even notice we're fading. We've become masters of movement, but slaves to routine, running, but going nowhere. You wake up, you work, you smile, you scroll, you sleep, you repeat. And somewhere in that endless cycle, you stopped dreaming, you stopped feeling, you stopped living. But let me tell you something. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're just tired of wearing a mask. And now, it's time. Time to rebuild. Time to reclaim. Time to remember who the hell you really are. Because this is not just a motivational speech. This is your soul shaking off the dust. This is your spirit rising from the ruins. This is your rebirth. Let's talk about pain. Not the kind you post about on Instagram. Not the kind you cry about for one night and move on. I'm talking about the kind of pain that stays. The kind that settles in your bones. The kind that whispers at 2 a.m. You wasted too much time. You should have left sooner. You'll never recover. Pain that haunts you. Pain that paralyzes you. But here's the twist. That pain is not your enemy. It's your compass. See, we've been taught wrong. We've been told to avoid pain, to numb it, to run, to fake smiles, to act like everything's fine when it's not. But here's what no one told you. Pain is a messenger. It doesn't show up to break you. It shows up to build you. That heartbreak, that betrayal, that failure, it wasn't sent to destroy you. It was sent to wake you up. But you can't heal what you won't face. You can't grow if you keep running. You can't evolve if you keep escaping. You've got to do the hardest thing imaginable. Sit with it. Sit in the silence. Sit in the ache. Sit in the memories. And listen. What is your pain trying to teach you? Because the people you admire, the strong ones, the unstoppable ones, they didn't get there by skipping pain. They became who they are because they stared pain in the eyes and said, let's dance. When you stop fearing pain and start understanding it, when you welcome it like a mentor, not a monster, that's when transformation begins. Because the most powerful version of you is hiding inside the part of you you've been trying to avoid. Let me ask you a question you might have never asked yourself. Do you even know who you are when no one's around? Not who the world thinks you are. Not who your friends, your parents, your followers believe you to be. But the raw, unfiltered, unmasked you. You ever sit in a room with no noise, no music, no scrolling, no distractions, and realize how loud your thoughts are? You ever notice how uncomfortable that feels? We are addicted to noise because silence is revealing. It exposes the wounds we buried, the fears we ignored, the identity we forgot. But here's what the world never taught us. Solitude is where you meet your real self. And the truth is, most people are afraid of that meeting. They're afraid of who they'll see, afraid of what they'll feel, afraid they might realize how far they've drifted from their own truth. But you can't become whole if you don't even know your pieces. So I challenge you, be alone. Not lonely, alone. There's a difference. Be alone and reflect. Be alone and breathe. Be alone and cry. Be alone and write. Be alone and meet the person you've been avoiding. You. And when you finally get to know that person, you'll realize something incredible. You are powerful. You are enough. You are worthy, without noise, without attention, without applause. And when you know how to stand alone, no one can make you feel small again. Because your peace no longer depends on presence. It depends on self-connection. Let me say this as gently as I can. Hope is a beautiful lie when misused. And for most of us, it's not hope that keeps us going. It's hope that keeps us trapped. Trapped in toxic relationships. Trapped in waiting for an apology. Trapped in wishing someone would finally see our worth. We hope they'll come back. We hope they'll understand. We hope life will magically change. But here's the reality. Hope without action is a prison. You keep waiting, and time keeps passing. You keep hoping, and pain keeps growing. Let me ask you, why are you waiting for someone to validate your value? Why are you giving your peace to people who never earned your pain? Why are you handing over the pen of your story to people who weren't even meant to be in your chapter? It's time to take the pen back, to stop hoping they'll fix it, to stop hoping they'll make it right, to stop hoping they'll understand. Start owning. Own your happiness. Own your healing. Own your damn power. Because when you stop hoping and start owning, you stop reacting and start creating. You become the author of your life, not the victim of someone else's plot. And that's when everything shifts. That's when peace finds you. That's when power fills you. That's when freedom becomes your baseline. So now, here we are, you, with a decision in front of you. Do you keep existing, or do you start living? Do you keep waiting, or do you start moving? Do you keep hoping, or do you start owning? Do you keep breaking, or do you start rebuilding? This is your moment. The world won't slow down for you. People won't change for you. But you can choose a new direction. Right now. Rebuild with pain as your partner. Stand in silence and reclaim your soul. Let go of hope that hurts and choose healing that frees. This isn't just a speech. This is your activation, your alignment, your awakening. So I'll ask you one last time, are you ready to rebuild? If this touched your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to rebuild. Hit that subscribe button. Join us on this journey. Because this channel, this tribe, is for people who are done breaking and ready to rise.